Hey folks, how's it going? This is a completely unscheduled live stream because I've got news. I've been periodically, of course, checking to see if EQ Traders is back up, if it'll ever be back up, because it's been weeks, right? At least three, and no sign of it. I don't know. It might have even been a month. But I checked it today, and it's up. Is it fully functional? Not at all. No. I tried to do like a simple search for like Secret Dawn and nothing came up. If you click in the search window, it says, "This form is not secure. Autofill has been turned off." So, yeah. Let's see if I just type in high quality into the site. Oh, it says the information you're about to submit is not secure. You can hit go back or send anyway. I'm hitting send anyway. Probably just because they're still in the process of putting the site back up. So it's pretty much useless, but it still gives me warm, happy feelings because it's evidence that it is actually being worked on. So I'm excited and I'm thrilled and I hope it comes back up. I really, really do. Also, I don't have my chat up, so let's get that up. Sorry if anybody was chatting with me just now. I don't think anybody is, though. I don't seem to have anybody watching. Maybe one person might be watching right now. So hello, viewer. And yeah, the reason for my streaming right now is that I saw the EQ Traders is up. Is it ready for use? No, it's not. But at least if you go to EQ Traders, it's there. It's there, and it brings warm feelings to my heart. Let's check it one more time. I'm just going, yeah. So you put it in, it comes up right away, no delay. But I don't think anything is really working. Oh, I can click under recipes on the left. So the little tabs on the left, I was able to click on recipes and that opened something. Let's try. Oh, there's outer brewed recipes on here. Let's try to click on outer brewed recipes smithing. Oh, and it comes up. So some stuff is working. It just seems like the search function is not working. Yeah, because it says how to make nascent hands armor and things like that. So good there. But as far as the search function, no, it is not. So I can click on tailoring and it gives me options for tailoring stuff, which is pretty cool. I don't know if it has all the tailoring stuff. Quick trivia list. That's up. So yeah, it looks like the tabs on the left, they work. But search does not, and I use it by searching a lot more than anything else. Because I usually have like a material and I'm like, what is this material for? And I hit the search but that's not functional. I'm hoping that they're going to make it like it was and return it to its former glory. That would be freaking fantastic. I was trying to work on making some weapons, so let's try right now. So trying to make a Secret Dawn rapier Mubis. For those who don't know, the Secret Dawn stuff is for level 110. And I think I have everything I need. Oh, I don't have primordial coal. So let's go grab the coal. Pretty sure I have it in my trader's depot. Yes, I do. I have some. Sorry, guys. One of the benefits to my videos where I'm not live streaming is you don't have to see me cough. Because I live in Ohio and we have crappy air and I cough a lot. And I usually edit all that stuff out for the videos, right? All right, so we need 2 per pair shaped gems. Or so they're pear cut elder mist diamond. Gonna put 2 of them in there. The primordial coal, which we just got. A sharpening stone, which we have right here. We have small brick of mighty beneficent ore, which is crafted. Small hilt mold. There's a small hilt mold right there. A smithy hammer. Okay, I got that. I think I have everything. And I have my trophy hammer. That gives me an extra 15% to my blacksmithing equipped. There we go. All right. I think I got the right thing. Let's see. Oh yes, so I'm making weapons, level 110 weapons for my bard, Somber Dirge, which those of you who have been watching me for a while and watched the live streams know that Somber Dirge is the original leader to our guild, Chamber of Chaos, and is, you know, my original character that I was playing in the Saturday group. I've been, you know, off screen trying to level her up because I switched to an enchanter at one point because I'm a little better at playing an enchanter. I also made this axe. I still got a stick of Mubis in there, but the axe is also usable by a bard. These may not be uber for 110. Obviously, they're not like the Ascending Sun weapons, which are, you got to stick a raid drop in there to get it to the point where, you know, it's got the ridiculous ratio that it has. Where is the ratio on this? It's still 110 though. I suck at finding some of this stuff, man. Where is the ratio? Oh ratio, wherefore art thou? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't show here. Anybody in chat? Anybody? Bueller? Okay, so, but yeah. So EQ Traders is up. It's showing some stuff. I'm still having to use Alakazam to find my recipes, and Alakazam doesn't display a recipe unless you got your membership. But the good news is, and kudos to Alakazam for this, memberships only cost $9 for a whole year. So if you're impatient and don't want to wait until EQ Traders is fully functional, you can always go there. Again, not sponsored. I just like these 2 sites. Without them, I would be completely lost, man. I wouldn't know what to do or what weapons to make. You know, what the recipes are, or any of that stuff. Kite shield. Has anyone ever used a shield for a bard? You know, this bard can use this kite shield. Secret Dawn, Kite Shield, Mubis. Alright. So how do I make that? That is used, I gotta use my fletching for the shield. I don't know. I figure if the rare occasion comes where my bard has to tank something, because a bard can't tank. A bard is an enchanter wearing plate armor. And even though they're wearing plate, their damage mitigation is still about the same as an enchanter. Maybe slightly better, right? Right? I don't know. If you've ever been able to actually tank with a bard, let me know, guys. I mean, I know an enchanter is great at getting aggro sometimes because they just can. Oh, there's a staff. It's kind of neat that in the higher levels they let you make some weapons using fletching, like stabs and things like that. Bucklers for, oh, casters and priests. Did I never make the kite shield? I don't think I did. No, I did not. I also need kite shield plans. So for that we have to go over to this guy. Type in plans and you get to see all the different plans. Let's get the kite shield ones. I'm gonna get more than one just because my fletching is not maxed out. Let's find my fletching trophy. So here's the thing, an embarrassing moment. When I was new to EQ and stuff, I used to think that fletching was pronounced felching. And of course my roommates who also played the game corrected my mistake and then informed me what felching meant. And I was a little bit embarrassed. Oh, I need the that rainbow wood. So let's get some of that. It's elder wood planks. I've got some in the bank here. In my depot. Elder, there we go. Elder wood planks. Come on. Why does it take so long for the wood to come out? Tell me that, folks. Does anybody know why there's a delay? There's so much lag in this game anymore. And I know, they built a lot onto it. Bear said, LOL, that's what she said. Hey Bear, how you doing? I decided to do an impromptu live stream because I'm excited as all can be because the oh, lacquer, I need lacquer. EQ Traders is back up. Not fully functional yet. But still, it's high impact lacquer, right? Yeah, I always get the lacquers confused because there's different kinds. Come on, I think I have everything. Wood plank. Oh, there we go. Wow, another long lag spike. But now I have a kite shield. Well, once I stick a Moobus in there. You gotta stick your Moobus in your Moobus and turn yourself around. Yeah, a diminished inhabited Moobus. I originally thought this word was inhibited, but it's obviously inhabited. Apologies for the many times I pronounced it incorrectly and thought it meant inhibited. It's inhabited. I guess inhabited with what? Magic? A genie? I have other things that I want to say it might be inhabited with, but it would probably be inappropriate, so I'm not going to say them. Hey, Tavik! Happy days are here again for Fez. Yes? Party. Was trying to do trade skills the other day and missed EQ Trader's site. Yeah. again, if you do have the $9 to spend for a year membership for Alakazam, that does work, and it does show you recipes on Alakazam if you have that membership. And $9 a year, I'd say they're worth it because they have a lot of great information too. So Alakazam's where I go to find certain information, especially about spells and where to buy them. Best site out there is Alakazam to know where to go to buy your spells and what spells you have. And then EQ Traders, best site for anything trade skill related. Thanks for the great tip. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. But EQ Traders is back up, and some of the stuff works. The only thing that's not working is like the search. So if you left click on like trade skill guides or the different trade skills, and you could find some recipes that way. But if you want to put stuff in the search, like if I type in Elder Mist, for example, in the search, I get this, excuse me, kind of a blank screen that says information is not secure. Go back or send it anyway. I'm going to hit send anyway. And it does bring me to the next page, but that next page is blank. Hang on. Okay. I think I've cleared my throat a little bit finally. I'm going to have to grab some water. I don't have any right here with me. But I was completely sort of unprepared. As soon as I saw EQ Traders was up, I had to jump on here and do a live stream because that's just me. I want to shout it from the rooftops. It's back, it's back. You know? Okay. Now I'm going to go make the visible armor for the bard. I think it's called Secret Dawn, right? No, that's the weapons. What's the armor called? I can't remember. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day. My day got a whole lot better after I saw EQ Traders was up. Seriously, seriously lost without it. I wonder if I type in Mighty. Mighty Heavenly Steel Plate, right? Okay, I'm going to type Mighty Heavenly in Alakazam. Okay, and it shows me the Mighty Heavenly Steel Plate. Oh, and then the Beneficent Harmonious Transmogriffin patch. Right? And then after you get the patch, Adamant Triumphant. There we go. So it's called Adamant. There we are. Okay, I found it. I found it. One of the problems without having something like EQ Traders or Alakazam is just remembering what some of this stuff is called. Like, how am I going to remember that the 110 armor is called Adamant Triumphant Cloud Binding Wrist Mubis? Or, you know, whichever part you happen to be making. I'm not going to know. I'm not going to remember that shit. It's like I gotta have a notebook or something. So even having the recipes isn't always easy. Time to get a screenshot of all the recipes and archive it. Bye, Bear. Take care of that sweet doggy. Oh, Bears. Have to jump off. Take our dog to the vet. Oh! Just to check up. Nothing bad. That's good to hear. Watch the rest later. Have a great day, Fez. Thanks, Bear. And good luck at the vet. And thanks for popping in. I really appreciate you guys. Oh, shit. I hit experiment and lost my place. Alright, there it is. So I don't want to hit make all, that's for sure. So then I'll end up with a ton of crap that I don't need. Alright, there we go. So I got the wrist, one wrist, make another wrist. So yeah, I was seriously thinking EQ Traders was gone for good. I was not trying to be foolishly optimistic and say, oh yeah, it'll be back any day. Yeah, I did see stuff online. Trying to think where I saw it. Reddit. It was on Reddit, of all places. Yeah, so there was a Reddit post that said that so-and-so or someone involved with the site was working on it and knew it was down. But they had other things going on which kept them from being able to take care of it quickly, right? So, yeah. I can make what kind of javelins? There's some really nice javelins you can craft these days. And the bard can't use a bow. Yeah, so there's this. What level is it? Oh, this is only level 100 though. But I guess, hey, it's something I could, you know, put in a range slot and stuff. Unfortunately, I gotta use Ethermere essences. Right, so that's kind of a bummer. So here's the thing. What if you could put this in your range slot and get the stats, but then in the ammo slot, you just put cheap javelins? Will that work? Like, you put just crappy long flight javelins in its place? Or even like the runic... Wait, where the hell are they? Here you go. Yeah, you just like fill it up with these. I don't know. I'll make a stack of the Ether Mist ones and give it to the bard just for the heck of it. So yeah, anybody joining me now, EQ Traders is back up. I couldn't be happier. It's not fully functional. The search thing doesn't work yet. It just goes to a blank thing, like a blank page. I must be making the javelins somewhere else. Oh, there we go. I actually had a bunch. I had some already in another slot somewhere. That's weird. Anyway, okay, so I've got the armor and the weapons. So I'm gonna send this to Somber Dirge. Noble Squire said, dang, I really missed this game. Haven't played in so long. FB was my server. Hello, Noble Squire. Yeah, it's still going on too. A lot of people find my channel randomly at times, and they're like, I didn't know anybody was still playing Everquest. I'm like, what, just because you stop playing, the universe turns off Everquest? No, it's still here, and so are the players. But I get it. I guess, you know, you kind of forget about something, and then you see that it's still out there. I think a lot of people have been returning to it, though, which is nice. Especially the Firiona server. It is hopping. Very, very popular server. I'd say probably, you know, one of the top ones as far as, you know, retail Daybreak EverQuest goes, other than the TLPs. Wish I had time to make a comeback. Such great nostalgia. Yeah. I mean, even without the whole nostalgia thing, it's still a fun game. And there's so many new zones and new things to explore, because it's not like they stopped making content. We just had a new expansion recently. Oops. Thank you for subscribing, Noble Squirrel. Thank you very much. Yeah, so the top level right now is 125. And I finally have some characters that are top level. Back in the day, I never managed to get to the top level. Several reasons. Well, full-time work, which I still have, but neglect sometimes. Shh, don't tell. And I, you know, have a bad habit of making a lot of different characters, a lot of different alts. I also played solo a lot. And, you know, the higher level you go, which is still true, by the way, the harder the game gets. But because of this channel, I actually have friends now. Who would imagine? Noble Squire, not Squirrel. Sorry. Noble Squirrel. It's kind of funny, but yeah, Noble Squire. Sorry about that. My bad. I like squirrels though too, so it's not a bad thing to be a noble squirrel. All right, so I'm gonna put my my little starting soon thing up for a second, because I'm gonna swap over to my bard here in a second. Well, actually, wait, I want to make sure my bard's got access to some Ubases. So let me check to see if Fez has some in the bank. Noble Squire said, haha, I get that a lot. Jeez, my fingers are just not typing at all. Worth a crap. Let me put some of this trade skill stuff back in the bank here. Come on. Come on, go in. I do wish that they would find a way to correct or eliminate the lag issues. It would be so much nicer if putting stuff in the trade skill depot was as instant as it was when you put stuff in your bank. But it's not. It's really slow. You see this? It's yeah, takes a long time. Like, watch, if I take this and just auto bank it, boom, it goes in instantly. It's so weird. Okay. Go in here to the parcel guy. And I'm going to parcel all my Mubices. Double check the spelling of my name because these things aren't cheap. And that's even for those are the cheap ones. All right, now I'm gonna hit starting soon for a sec and switch out to my bard. But yeah, EQ Traders is back up. So excited. So awesome. There we go. Tavik said, don't take it personal. Fez is half blind. I'm not half blind. I don't know. I read what I think the word is. Maybe my eyesight is getting worse, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm kind of questioning the prescription of these glasses, honestly. It could be that they're not as good as my old prescription or something. Oh, I've got so much crap. So much other random crap here. So I'm gonna have to grab the parcels individually, or I might not have enough room. Ooh, this whip is a good whip. Whip it good. Oh, there's the javelins, right? I want those. I have level 125 claws waiting for me. That's gonna be forever before I get my hands on that. What is this stuff? Oh, it's a collectible. Okay, another one. We want the collectibles, especially the ones that we haven't collected. What about these? Oh, I don't have these yet either. Okay. Let's grab them. Ice Fiend's Blade. Oh, I already had a 110 weapon waiting for me. Okay, well, we'll grab that and then we'll make the weapons and see. Maybe I only need to make one of those weapons instead of both. And I could save a Mubis or something. Alright. So some of these collectibles I already have. What is this? Bile drippings? This is a drink. I don't want to drink bile drippings, but oh well. Let's just get rid of it, shall we? 105 to 110. Oh, this is disappointing. This whip, I was so excited and I sent it to myself because it has a damage proc that potentially does a stun, but it's not even as good as what I already had equipped. How sad. Well, I guess that whip is going to go to somebody else then. Yeah, and my little dolly that I have is better than the stats on these javelins. But I might still like to have the javelins to just have something to throw at people. To throw at their heads. Okay, I think I can collect all of these because, yeah, they were all green and ready to go. Where are... Oh, here. Okay, that's right. So a lot of the Mobiuses can actually go into a trader satchel. I was like, they're all gone. What happened? It's gonna have a small panic attack. It doesn't take a lot, folks. All right. So yeah, to craft this, to finish this stuff, you just, well, let's move an empty bag here. Just gotta put it in your inventory in an open slot. And you grab one of these Mobiuses, stick it in there, and now it's an actual item that you can equip and use. Let me move my bandolier a little bit. All right, I guess I'm gonna let's make one of these weapons. I'll do the rapier. Okay. Yeah, because my current weapon is a piercer also. That one has 140 damage with a 19 delay. This new one has 165 damage with a 19 delay. The ratio didn't go up a whole lot, but it's better than it was. So the ratio on that is 8.6. So it went up over a point. And I can still grab this stone and put it in the new one. Or I might just get a better, newer AUG to put in there. There's this other weapon, this other 110 weapon now. That ratio is a 9. Oh! It is better. It is better than the rapier I just made. So for sure we're gonna use this Ice Fiend's blade, which I believe it dropped off of something or other. It's level 110 to 115, whereas this is just 110, so it's got room to grow. Alright, so I'm gonna put that in my bandolier. So I guess I'm not gonna do the axe, I'll just save the Mobius. I'm also going to move this. Where's the good sword again? The Ice Fiend's blade, right? Yep, 9. Alright. So here we go. Call that one shield in case I have to tank. I thought I just saw chat, but it disappeared right away. I don't know what's going on. Okay. So now we do the armor. The armor has more slots. I know we put a Mobius in there, and then we got to get some emblems. So the Bard the Bard emblems. I can't even talk today, much less type or read. I fear for my sanity and my just everything. Man, it's just bad. So right click. This will probably tell me what I'm missing. Oh yeah. Adamant Triumphant Cloud Subsumption. I bet Fez has some of that. Or I could travel to the place. Why not? Let's do that. Let's travel there. I think 500k is enough. Hopefully. I mean, I have 700k, but who wants to spend every last penny? But again, I'm just going to repeat the theme of this video is EQ Traders is back up. It's not fully functional yet. I'm just excited, so I wanted to share the news. Some of the features work, like clicking on some of the left-handed tabs, like cultural and stuff like that. File not found, error. Oh. So yeah, there's still some errors and bugs, and they probably have to stitch the whole thing back together. Hopefully they cover their butt for the future and maybe do a backup of the whole site, like, you know, keep it on a thumb drive, something. So if it ever goes down again, they can just re-upload it. Although, how does that? I've never built a site, especially as elaborate as EQ Traders. So I don't know if it would be, oh, there's Elohim. Hi, Jack. I don't know if it'd be as simple as all that, you know? So we need the burning lamp. Looks like a genie lamp. It looks kind of like a Mubis, actually. So we give the burning lamp to this guy to get the portal. And the crystal geode. Would you like to travel there? To Stratos. Yes, we're going to Stratos. Zephyr of Flight. Press V to bring up... What? Oh. Why do I never remember that it's so easy to bring up the AA stuff by just pressing V? You know, I need to hang out in this zone more. Maybe what I'll do is, now that my guy's 110, I do some of the quests and stuff here, or just hunt here. I don't know. I don't know what kind of stuff you fight here, but this guy here, Sagacious Great Jade, he's the guy you need to get the stuff. And let's take another look. Let's see what it's called. Adamant Triumphant Cloud Subsumption. I'm just gonna type sub. No. Let's try it. Oh, there we go. Adamant Triumphant Cloud Subsumption. I'm gonna triple check. Yes, that is what I need. And this is 26k for one. And we want 8 of them. So it cost me 209,000, basically 210,000 plat for these components that I need to stick in my Mubis to make the armor. And there we go. We now have armor with stats. Let's compare it to the Maestro's armor that I have, the Conflagrant. So my armor was 330, and well, it only has the Purity Aug in there, nothing else right now. Yes, I've been neglecting my bard. Scold me. Walk behind me ringing a bell while I walk naked through the streets and you yell shame, shame, I know. I will flog myself later for you, okay? But for now, 330 AC. The new one is 435 AC. It's over 100 AC points more. Almost 2,000 more hit points. So that's nice. We've got more to attack, more hit point regen, like one tiny bit more. A little bit more mana regen. Although I think mana regen doesn't affect a bard, or does it? I don't know. It says I have 212 mana regen. Right? And it only goes up by 1 when I sit down. Hilarious. Hilarious. But okay, let's start equipping our gear, shall we? We'll put the old stuff down in here. Stoic Death was injured by falling up. Is there someone here named Stoic Death? Stop injuring yourself. Stop falling. All right, let's get the rest. I'm sorry, guys. I'm being stupid because I'm also excited that, you know, EQ Traders is slowly coming back to life. That is my life, man. So yeah, each of these parts is going to have over 1,000 more hit points. So in the end, it's going to be this whole fantastic upgrade. And again, stick your emblem in there, stick your Mubis in there. Let's move these here so it's faster. And then I have my new chest plate. Let's see what the chest plate has. Amazing. Wow, 898 AC. I remember when we were happy to get like 10 or 20 AC. But you know, all these stats, all these hit points, I still get taken out with like 2 hits if I'm fighting something that's of my level. So don't think, oh, you become a god and unkillable. Well, yeah, if you go to Crushbone, yeah, you will be. You will basically be a god to them. But if you go to anywhere that's your level, you know, you still get squashed like a little bug. Like an insect. You are insignificant. And without this armor, you'd get squashed even faster. Oh, that helm looks just lovely, doesn't it? Hey, wrong slot. Got my new pants. I figure you guys don't need to see the stats from every single piece because it's just more of the same. And now I've got a full set of Conflagrant Bard armor if anybody needs it. No real... Oh, there's a few Augs here. There's some Conflagrant Augs in there. I'm pulling out the Conflagrant Augs, guys, though. I'm keeping them. I don't know if I'm going to keep the what do you call it? The Purity Augs. Although, I mean, it's not that much of a big deal to get the Perfected Distiller because you just use your loyalty tokens, and I do have quite a lot of loyalty tokens. I still got a bunch of Mubices. Probably going to make some Secret Dawn Augs for this new gear. Secret Dawn jewelry, because my stats are still not where they should be at this level. So yeah, I gotta make the jewelry, a back item, shoulder item, a belt, and trying to think what else. Maybe, oh, a ranged item that is not crap. Well, because it's still a Conflagrant idol. So I'll do that. But yeah, I think I've been on long enough. Just wanted to get the word out there. The EQ Traders is back up. Super excited about it. Super happy about it. And now you know. It's not all working yet, but give them time. Hopefully they'll have it all fixed soon. Like I said, some of the links work. And Comms said, yay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm super excited about it too, man. I wonder what kind of raids we have here. Or, not raids, quests. Like, Grieving Soul Sent. Let's talk to him. Dangerous. You. Deal with. Oh, here we go. We got something. Hang on. Go to quest overlay, bring that up. Soldier of Air, drive back the invaders from Empire? Something like that. So I gotta find invaders. Stopping the war between the Ifriti and the Genie, or the Djinn. So that means I'd have to go and fight stuff, which I definitely am not capable of doing. Alone, but with a tank, I still wouldn't be able to do it. I am going to be really stupid and explore, and if I get mobbed, I'm hoping I can sacrifice this mercenary while I get the hell out of Dodge, because I've got gate potions. I've also got my Drunken Stein. I think you could use the Drunken Stein out of combat, but I'm not sure. Tavik, if you're still there. Oh shit. I'm getting attacked. Okay, so that's those birds, man. Yes, you can use the Drunken Stein in combat. Wow. I had to chicken out faster than I thought. I was down to half health, which just proves my point earlier, where people see, oh, these crazy stats in the armor, you're like a god now. You're really not. If you're fighting stuff that is appropriate for your level, you're gonna get taken out like a sucker. Even faster than being a newbie going to Crushbone. Honestly, it's rough. And I was even wearing the shield. I like the look of the shield, actually. That's pretty sharp. What about the sword? The sword looks like hot garbage, though. I'm not a fan of that sword. That's just... I'm sorry, that just looks goofy. But anyway. Yeah, we'll be streaming tonight at 8 o'clock, where we do our raid stuff. And I'm gonna hop off here now. So I wanna finish crafting some things for the bard. Maybe run out with the bard, get a little XP somewhere or something. And I gotta play my regen song because I got my ass handed to me by like one mob. It was like a bird or something that attacked me. I didn't think I was gonna get attacked that quickly. I probably should have used my invisibility song or the travel song. Live and learn, right? But yeah, we'll be here tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we have our level 65 Plane of Power content raid, because we're doing progression raiding on Firiona. Go figure, because we're silly like that. Why are you using a shield as a bard? I was asking the same thing. Why am I using a shield as a bard? Just because I can equip a shield. Don't worry, I have a second weapon in my offhand as well. But on my bandolier, in case I start getting aggro or have to tank something for about 5 seconds, because that's about how long a bard will last. I made a shield just because. Because, you know, sometimes... yeah, YOLO, exactly. Sometimes, you know, you gotta cover for the tank because he died or something. Or whatever. Or you get attacked by a bird when you don't expect to get attacked by a bird, like I just was. And which is why I'm back in POK. Not to mention, I mean, look at that shield, man. It's lovely. It doesn't match my skin tone at all because I've got this siren illusion. It needs a little more blue instead of the red, but you know, maybe if I had some kind of cool demon illusion instead, it would look better. I don't know, I could always click the illusion off. Yeah, because I'm not actually a sorceress. I'm a wood elf. It actually matches my wood elf armor more, to be honest. Maybe I'm a bard cosplaying as a paladin or a warrior. There we go. I identify as a high elf paladin, but I'm a wood elf bard. Yes, I've got got the worst heals in the game. Anyway, but I'm agnostic, so do your 125 tunes have T2 TOB group armor? No. Well, my warrior is 125 and she has, I think, 2 or 3 pieces, and I think it's tier 2. And then she has just regular, I think it's Lyrian Song armor are the rest of her pieces. I gotta build up to it. Some of us are frugal and don't want to spend millions of plat, or I don't have money to go and buy a bunch of chrono either, so I gotta do it the old-fashioned way and earn it. And I like to earn it, man. I like to go out and try to get the stuff myself. It's a game. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to play the game. I don't get why everybody always wants to get, you know, has to have the top of the line instantly, like boom. I want to, you know, I want to die on occasion, because then it gives me an excuse to swear and be angry. And it also lets me appreciate the moments that I don't die, because I'm not like immediately like a god. So yeah, I'm a weirdo, I know. But yeah, this character is not max level yet. Of course, they're 110, so they're wearing 110 armor that I just finished crafting. They don't even have full 110 armor yet. I still gotta get rid of the conflagrant jewelry. Needs to be upgraded. The idol needs to be upgraded. The belt, the shoulders, and the back. So I'll be working on that off camera after because I'm gonna hop off here. I need to take a break. I want to go get some water. I just wanted to hop on here long enough to say EQ Traders is back up. Hooray, hooray. EQ Traders, we missed you. Thank you for coming back up. I hope your servers are strong and last forever. And, you know, no offense to Alakazam, you are a close second when it comes to trade skills if you have a membership. Although with EU Traders, you don't need a membership. It gives you all that awesome trade skill information without having to pay anything. I have some gear for you if you'd like. Can meet you where you're at before you leave. I mean, sure, if you want to gift me some stuff, I won't say no. I'll say thank you, and that is very thoughtful. If it's tier 2, I will probably not keep it for the bard. I'll send it to the warrior if it's an upgrade for them, because the warrior's what matters. The warrior's what counts. The warrior live streams on Sunday nights, and it's the tank for the group, and they would need it way more than the bard would, because the bard ideally will group with a warrior who will be able to take the hits. Sure thing, give me just a moment. Be right there. Okay, just look for Somber Dirge here in POK. This is how I look, right? If it's easier, I could turn back into the Siren so you could spot me, but I think you'll see me. But I am going to log out just because, again, I need to go AFK, grab some water, and start making lunch. I don't know. I'm tempted to go out for lunch, but I've been craving cheese conies really, really badly. I might have to do that, man. I might have to do that. I might have to go to Skyline and pick up some cheese conies. But yeah, Derek, that's very thoughtful. What is that? What is that? What is what? Cheese conies? What is Skyline chili? Skyline chili, you can Google it, I think. It's a restaurant. It's a restaurant here in Cincinnati. Skyline Chili is a chili place that serves Greek-style chili. They put it on top of spaghetti. It's very thin, like a sauce almost. And then they cover the chili and spaghetti with a mountain of shredded cheddar cheese. And it may sound weird, but it's so good. And then the chili dog is like a short wiener, it's usually about that long, and it's you know, a little hot dog in a hot dog bun, also drowned in chili sauce, and with onions, usually onions, mustard, and another mountain of shredded cheddar cheese on top. It is so freaking good. I'm originally from Queens, New York, right? I had never heard of this sorcery until I came to Cincinnati. And I tried it. I fell in love with that stuff instantly. I mean, I thought it was weird. I thought, wait, don't you just put mustard and sauerkraut on a hot dog? Or, to a lesser extent, pickled relish. I'm not a big fan of pickled relish. But yeah, I kind of fell in love with it almost instantly, especially the three-way. But sometimes you kind of want the chili dog, right? Oh, here you go. Hello. I'm assuming this is you. Obscured head of the shackled. Wow, thank you. Yeah, so my warrior has a couple of these pieces. A full set. A full set, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Folks, Derek is a god among men. Yeah. What? No, you don't need to give me the plat. See, you're trying to give me plat. Now it's harder for me to accept. But I will gracefully say thank you and accept. Because I do a lot of trade skills, so earning plat is okay. I hope you didn't give me... Wait, 5 million? No, I need to give this back. Are you serious, man? Holy cats. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Thank you. Wow, that is really thoughtful. That is a massive donation. I appreciate you, man. Of course, Tavik screams, streamer privilege. Derek says, keep it up. Well, thank you. Thank you. I will just That is as good as a membership or anything. I appreciate that. And hey, Tavik, you know that at least when it comes to me, when I get stuff, it usually rolls downhill anyway, because I always make stuff for the guild. Thank you very, very much. Watching your videos and your live streams, man. Totally happy to help. Well, dude, you're gonna make me cry. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is super appreciated. Well, and Tavik, you should be happy because now the Warrior on Sunday, which you're in the group on Sunday, is going to have better gear. Oh, wow. This charm, though. That is a fat, dope charm. And hopefully will be a more effective tank, which means, you know, hopefully you'll die less too. So again, thank you. All of this stuff is going to get given to Antipathy, which I don't mind doing that on camera. Here, let's go log her in real quick. Because for sure she can use it and she'll need it. Thank you again. So she has, I think, 2 pieces. So what I'm probably going to do is I'll take the 2 pieces that she does have and pass them to the enchanter, who is also max level and could use it. Or I could give it to 2 people in the group on Sunday, which maybe I'll do that. Maybe we could do a roll and you know. Wait, what? Why are you giving me more stuff? Oh my god, dude. Why are you... forgot to give you armor fragments. Trading now. My stream's lagging. Wow, man. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Antipathy's logging in. Yeah, the stream lags a little bit. So there's Antipathy. She's on. I'm gonna have her come over here. Resident Auralite of the Shack. Oh yeah! See, those things are kind of expensive too. So you already gave me the things that I gotta put in there. Man, you didn't have to do that. You gave me money. You gotta have the fragments to craft the armor, of course. Yeah. So let me see which pieces. Okay, so I had hands and I had the arms. So I'm gonna see about doing something with the hands and the arms. Either give it to the enchanter who plays in the Saturday group, who's also max level, who could probably use it, or we can do something where I have the group on Sunday roll and see who wins it and they get it. What do you guys think I should do? Let me know in the comments. All right, so let's give this armor to Antipathy. Yeah, so that's gonna help her a lot. It'd be kind of funny. Maybe I'll be strong enough to challenge Yunkel to a duel now. We'll see who wins. I mean, my money would actually be on Yunkel just because he can heal himself. He's got life tap and all that stuff. I have no such thing. I think he's also been probably sort of studying up on his character more, where I kind of fly by the seat of my pants. I didn't even have all of my what do you call it, combat abilities until recently. You know? So, let's see. I'm just reading the thing here. Mighty armor, emblem of distinctive emblem for your class, and infuse it with the essence of the aurolite of the shackled. Okay, so it's just two things, right? Yeah, I've made some already, but I always like to reread to make sure I'm not making some stupid mistakes. So let me go over here, pick up some emblems. I just need 6 emblems. Let me switch also. Let me switch cameras to the warrior here so you guys can watch me making this stuff. There we go. I had to flip my screen. All right. Okay, put those in the same bag. So make the boots. Hit combine, and there we go. So I was using the Legionnaire boots of Perpetual Revelry. And now the new ones are improved. Now I still got to take the Augs out and put the Augs in the new stuff. So there's going to be that too. Also, you know, the power source is going to edit the stats of things. So if you take the power source out, that's what it looks like. And then you compare it to the other thing, which they look similar. Which this actually looks, my old thing actually looks better, but it's not because the Augs that were in it. Okay, this Aug alone is adding an extra 95 AC and 1350 health. So what tier is that armor? I believe it's tier 2 from Outer Brood. So I'm gonna go to the what's that place called? You know what? Let me just summon my permutation peddler. I always have a habit of just going into the bazaar, but I could just summon them. It's not like I'm gonna need them for anything anytime soon. All right. So XIV and XIV, need 2 of them. I'll just get a stack. It'll save me some time. Yeah, see, the hit points and AC on that are not nearly as impressive when you take the Augs out. Oh, I'm gonna have to get this my Purity Aug out too, man. Because yeah, it's going to help with the power source. Yeah, the 95 AC AUG. I think it's probably the best AUG I've ever had. Yeah, yeah. I don't know where this Android Gem of Perpetual Revelry. Was this crafted? It might have been. I don't even know. I don't know where or how I acquired this. Honestly, it might have been given to me by a guildie, or I might have crafted it. I have pretty good weapons on the warrior. I have a fabled Kunzar, whatever the hell that word is, with a ratio of 29, with a decent AUG in it that does an extra 22 damage. And I have this really sweet shield, which is the Hodstock shield, that I'm pretty happy with. I have a two-hander as well, for when I'm just doing DPS. And the two-hander was also from the, what's it called? Hardcore Heritage City of Mist, which is 40 ratio, 40.563. Because it's also got this really sweet base damage AUG in there. Trinket of Fen's Return. So we've been doing some Outer Brood stuff, like missions and things, on Friday and not Friday, Saturday and Sunday, where we're max level. Obscure head armor. Okay. Let me finish making this armor and then re-auging everything. Because if I don't, my little merc or my little robot guy is going to go away before I buy all my stuff to, you know, de-aug my old gear. Because I already know for a fact that this new stuff is better. Oh, I might not need the bracers. Yeah, I don't know how I got these. No, I do know. Jack gave me these bracers. These bracers are probably better than the tier 2. At least I think they might be. Yeah, these might be tier 3. So the bracers, okay, I don't need to make those. I don't need to make the gloves. I have the sleeves, so I just need the pants now. Alright. I should be a beefy tank now, I hope. You'd pull one mob, like 20 would come, because that pathing is terrible. Hated the zone though. COM gear was crazy good. And it's not prestige either, which is good for people who aren't gold members. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like the look of the sword, so I put an overlay on it. And I also have an overlay on my shield, because it doesn't normally look like that either. Because I'm a dark elf. I'm supposed to be a morbid goth chick, so I've got my shield is a coffin. Duh. Of course. Okay, so let's start de-auging. I got the augs out of the boots. The helmets. Let's put the new augs in the helmet. Or the old augs in the helmet. Alright. Let's get the Augs out of the chest. Put them in the new chest. Thank you again for this. I can't thank you enough, man. Yeah, I think this is another fantastic Aug. Yeah, look at this. 125 AC, 810 hit points, mana endurance, 49 heroic stamina, dex, and charisma. And then it's got attack and hit point regen and a bunch of other nice things. Again, I can't remember if I crafted the Augs or if I purchased them or any. I'm so confused. I have things sometimes and forget how I acquired them. I really hope I can be a better tank now with this with these upgrades, man. That'd be so sweet. All right, let's go to the loyalty merchant. We're gonna pick up a few perfected augment distillers to get some of those purity augs out. They're not all 35s. I've got some 35s and some 25s. I'm happy. I'm fine with that. Okay, I've got 4. So yeah, if you ever wanted to know where to get the perfected distillers, you get them from the loyalty merchant using your loyalty tokens. I've got 2,300 left. Okay, so yeah, it brought my purity from 50 to 75. These are the better ones. These are 35. I wish I had all 35s, but it's okay. I don't need to be a deity. It's fun working my way up. And there's another one. I mean, if I start finding more 35s, I'll just destroy the old 25s probably. Just so I could save. Oh, there's a 35 in the boots. We definitely want that. And Derek, just for your heads up, you know, especially because you've helped out so much just now, if you ever need some stuff crafted, please do come look for me, you know? I don't know if you're in the Discord or not. If you are, you're welcome to ask. Oh, that charm was an upgrade too. Although, wait, no. What do I need to make it full power? Charm improves as you kill rare creatures within the Night Shadows. Night of Shadows? What's the Night of Shadows? Because this one currently has better stats. I'll have to go kill creatures in the Night of Shadows to get the full benefit of that. So I'm gonna have to sideline that item for now. And this belt is probably an upgrade. Actually, well, wait. Is it better? See, the AUG I have in this one isn't as good as some of the other ones. I'm on the fence about the belt. I don't know. I think I might have a slightly better belt, but I'm going to offer this belt to someone else in our Sunday group. It'll probably end up being Blubberbelly, because it looks like he can use it. My belt is better. Okay. But still, thank you, because I guarantee someone in our group on Sunday can use it. And it's on antipathy now, so I pretty much have like a full set of this armor now. And except for these bracers, which actually were a little better. Because Jack had bought them for a warrior, but he hardly ever plays the warrior. And he wanted them to go to someone who's going to use it more. So he gave them to me. Jack is awesome. Lachlan is not. Wait, NOS. Sorry. Trying to read some of the chat here, guys. So yeah, before I log, let's check to see if I can do anything on Overseer with the warrior. Okay, nope. They're good at the moment. So now, with my current buffs and stuff, which do I even have a cleric buff? I have Mercenary's Hand of Commitment. I'm at 603,541 hit points. And my AC is at 10,689. And my attack is at 4779. Keep in mind, I'm not using my best power source. I don't like to waste the really good ones until I really, really need them. I've got some old ones here too. I got some level 105 power sources, and I would give them to another character, but they're freaking no trade, so that's a disappointment. I do have this other power source that's level 124. That would give me an extra 20 to my AC and an extra 200 hit points and more hit point regen. It would lower my strength though. Why? I don't get that. That's a poo right there. I don't like that the power sources sometimes give you negative effects. So I have two of those Ember Quartz protector sources on me. And those are the fancy ones that you wear when you have company over, you know? And then these other crappier ones are the ones that, you know, you wear other times. I'm going to actually take this off so it's not being wasted while I'm not using it. Are power sources spent when you're just standing around idle, or are they only used up during combat? That's another thing I'd like to know. There's a lot about power sources that I don't know. You're good to tank pretty much everything in TOB and LS. You generally only really need about 400k hit points and 8k AC. I don't know, man. I'm sure if I went there, I could still get one-shotted by some of the mobs, especially the named. I'm not sure if I'm even using a power source. No. I need to finish. There's this one quest that I gotta finish on Lorelei that allows me to craft really nice power sources, but I haven't finished the quest, so I haven't unlocked the recipe yet. If you're in POK like Zone, it won't drain. So like Guild Lobby, Bazaar, Plane of Tranquility, etc. But you go into open world and it will start to drain. Okay. What I might do, and I'm not saying I don't believe you, because I do, but it's also fun to experiment. So maybe what I can do is I can craft one of the crappy power sources, the low level ones, and I'll just put it on a character, leave them in POK for an hour, see if anything drains, and then put them in open world for an hour, and then see if anything happens. just because that way I can definitely 100% say with certainty, you know? Someone in the guild just hit 105. Congrats. Somebody's giving me power sources? Dude! What are you doing? Oh my god, this is gift giving day. Are you sure? Thank you. Okay, well, there's more. I don't know if I have enough inventory space for all of these. Well, I can hand them out like candy now and be Santa Claus. Okay. Well, thank you very, very much. I'm gonna have to give them to all my guildies because I won't have enough bag room. Thank you. Alex has said, newbie question, what is a power source? So power source, it goes in this slot right here. Let me move my window over because I'm not sure if my big fat head is blocking it. So next to your 2 rings, there's an open slot and it says power source. And if you're wearing armor, so look at the stats here on my breastplate, right? I equip a power source, and then the stat on my breastplate will change. And it doesn't look like it's all good because now some of the numbers are red. But the weird thing about a power source is it may impact some stats badly, but it will impact other stats positively. So if you look, my breastplate went from 1531 hit points to 1621 hit points. So I have almost an extra 1,000 hit points. Well, no, AC. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. AC. My hit points went from 15,800 to 17,033. My stamina went from 55 plus 22, went up to 55 plus 22. Yeah, because it was at 118. So my heroic went up to 122. I'm saying a bunch of stupid stuff right now. I'm sorry, because I'm dumb. My hit point regen went up too, because see, it was at 29 on the breastplate. It's at 35 now. And the biggest difference is when you actually just look at your base stats. So take the power source out, and my hit points are 585,000. Put the power source in, and my hit points are 603,541. So it powers your equipment. It powers your armor. A power source only works on visible items, so it'll impact your helmet, your chest, your arms, your bracers, right? And your legs, your hands, and your gloves. It doesn't affect any other pieces of armor. That's why purity is used. So you see here under the stats, under endurance, it says purity 75. The higher the purity, the better the power source impacts your armor. So it'll increase the good effects. At least that's, I don't know everything about purity, so that's my understanding of it. I would love it if somebody would correct me if I'm incorrect, or adjust whatever it is if I'm saying it partially right, partially wrong. You're going to miss that mana, said Michael. Yeah, as a warrior. Oh no, darn, all that negative mana. Exactly, yeah. Unfortunately, it does negatively impact my endurance some, but I think I have enough endurance at 369,000, at least hopefully, right? Again, I'm not even wearing the best. Let me put on one of the fancy ones for a moment, at least. Let's wear one of the ones that we put on when company's over. So currently I'm at 603,000 health. Put this on. Yes. I'm now at, instead of 603,000, I'm at 606,000. So went up about 3k hit points, and my AC went up a little bit. I'm at 107. I'm at 10,000. Sorry, 10,765. I'm bad at reading numbers and everything in general. Wait. Do I have like no negative stats now though? I don't know. Oh no, okay, the armor still shows negative stats. But in general, it's more positive overall. But yeah. Pretty good, pretty nice. Super happy. So yeah, that's our lesson on power sources for the day. And there are lower level power sources. I think the absolute lowest level power source is level 20. But I'm not 100% sure. Power sources can be crafted. Fezzelwig, my mage, can craft them. Game cam. Sure, change in 20 years. Neat. Yeah, yeah. So you can craft power sources. There's like low level ones. They're expensive to craft though, honestly. So I don't know how worth it they are at low level, because they don't improve your gear that much at low level. And it only impacts gear that says it's infusible. For example, this, since I already have a power source, it says infused. If I take out the power source, I believe it would say infusible. Yeah, infusible. A lot of the Defiant stuff, at least at higher level, is infusible. So yeah, you can get a power source and infuse it. And that's about it, folks. I think I'm good. I'm gonna go get my lunch. I really do think I'm gonna go to Skyline, because it's Skyline time. Thank you for hanging with me, guys. This was actually fun, just chatting with y'all. And again, EQ Traders is back up. So hooray, hooray. That's pretty exciting. And I will see you all tonight at 8 o'clock. It's 5:33 right now, so 8 o'clock is in a few hours. We're going to be doing our live stream guild raid. And again, thank you very much for the gifts. I really appreciate that. That was amazing. So I'll see you all later. Have a great day and a wonderful tomorrow. Later. Kick times rump tonight. Yeah, yeah. We will probably be in time tonight.